Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming. And welcome back to our Let's Play of Final Fantasy. You'll notice we are not in Crescent Lake. I was going to start us in Crescent Lake as we talked about, but then I remembered myself what happens in the game, and I was like, that doesn't make sense because we're going to be jumping around the story. And Final Fantasy doesn't have a lot of story in the first one. It's a very bare bones story, so let's not confuse it any more than we need to. So, before we go to Crescent Lake, we're going to do the mission that was put in front of us. We're outside the town of Melmond, if you remember. We are right... Oh, where are we at? Right here outside the town of Melmond. If you remember, they told us there's a passage we need to go through, and there's a... We went through there, and there was a Colossus who wants a ruby. But also they told us that a vampire had taken over the nearby place and destroyed their clinic. So let's save the people of this town. Let's Simon Belmont this up today. Let's go after a vampire. That's going to be the plan. So we're going to head to the Earth Cave and we're going to go after a vampire. That's the feeling. So let's start making our way over. We have done some leveling up by Crescent Lake. We are level 18 across the board. Everybody has silver equipment. So we should be well and protected and ready to go. And hopefully make this trip without dying. Because dying is bad. We're going to run, as you know, as you're used to in these. We don't need to just watch a bunch of random combats happen. We need to get to that cave. We don't need to spend 8 hours doing it. We don't need to spend all of our resources getting there either. Somehow I got lost. Apparently I don't know how to use a map, which is embarrassing. I thought I was good at maps. I thought I could, you know, look at pictures and associate them with where I'm at, but apparently not. Come on, guys. Anytime we want to get away from this stupid combat. Alright, there we go. Alright, we actually want to go south here. Whoop, onto the triangular peninsula. And there is our target, the cave. We've been in here once. I think we checked this out previously. But now we're actually going to head into it. Now luckily, again, we have our map, which is going to tell us, we're going to be able to use to see where we need to go. So we should be pretty good. Oh, that Earth Cave music. So good. Alright, so let's swap on over to our nifty map. And let's get zoomed in on the Earth Cave. As you can see, we are here in the center. We have 1, 2, 3 rooms we need to check out. And it looks like our stairway down is right here. So let's hit up this northern room, then let's do these 2 southern rooms, and then let's hit that staircase. That seems like a reasonable plan. So here we go to the north first. And I'm not sure how tough the enemies are in this cave, actually. There's might be some earth elementals, if I remember. Just a bunch of gargoyles. Go ahead and just get away from them real quick. No biggie there. And head on down. Alright, will we get attacked at the treasure chest? Yep. Yep, it's an earth fiend. An earth elemental. I'm not sure, not an earth fiend, that'd be something different. We'll get into that later. But it's an earth elemental. Ooh, 71 damage. That was a pretty good smack he just gave us. These are some fights which we do have to fight, though. We cannot avoid these. We're going to have to take this guy out. Sorry if you're hearing some weird noise on the mic. I had to move some things around there. Got my controller cable wrapped up around my shoe. Unpleasant. Not the plan. In fact, we're going to have to move the mic again. You're going to hear all kinds of terrible noises, and you're going to be like, Grug, you are the worst YouTube station ever. And you know what? You're probably right. Let's be honest. There we go. Alright. Ooh, look at all that gold. What do we get for our trouble? 1900 gold. That was not worth it. How's our health look, by the way? Let's go ahead and, as usual, we came in here with a good amount of heal potions, a good amount of just restorative items in case we need them. So let's head down to those southern branches we had looked at on the map here. That's a lot of Cobra. Cobra! Everyone loves Cobra. Man, G.I. Joe was such a good show. We all learned so many important things. We learned not to play around down power lines. Very important lesson that everyone should know. More Cobras. No one cares about these Cobras. Down here, past this little jut, and then we'll head down south. Oh, arachnids and spiders. Somebody called John Candy. This is going to be an episode of callbacks to things like Arachnophobia. Another great movie. Oh, goodness. Alright, what do we got? This is going to be... Is there going to be one of these dudes in front of each one of these treasure chests? Is that how this is going to go down? I mean, they're pretty tough enemies. I mean, we can take them out. I'm not concerned. But they do take quite a bit of time to get rid of here. So we do need to be careful. There we go. One more hit, maybe. 2 more hits. One from Grug. There we are. Good job, Grug. And we get a heal potion. And 880 gold. In this game, unless the treasure chest has... Well, I didn't realize how bad Felm got beat up there. Unless the treasure chest has an item in it, we don't really care. I mean, we can get gold... an equipable item. Heal potions, gold... That we can get anywhere. We're looking for special weapons. We'll get away from these green ogres. Or grogers. What a great name. Woo! Alrighty. And... Oh, I almost forgot to show you. Here's the magic we picked up, by the way. That our white mage has equipped. And here's the magic that our black mage has equipped. You'll notice neither of them have the warp or exit spell. We can't actually learn those spells until we go through a cool, like, middle part of the game section, so... Oh no, this Bull has attacked us. Well, sorry Bull, you're gonna have to pay the ultimate price for attacking me. Can't have that. We have been to Crescent Lake. We have murdered millions of them in leveling. Another Earth Elemental? Yep. We'll go ahead and plow through him real quick. Get him all taken care of. Come on, guys. There we go. And what do we got? A pure potion. Okay. Both of those rooms, not worth it. It actually cost us more in healing items to do those rooms than it did than we got out of it. I mean, monetarily we got the money from the monsters, but that was just a waste. Just a waste. Alright, get away from these guys, and we're going to head towards those stairs that we saw and find out where it drops us. Come on, stairs. Where are we going? Well, I know where we're going. I mean, we're obviously going down to the second level of the Earth Cave. I mean, that's pretty easy for us to tell. Whoop. Alright, head on down to the next level here. Alright, let's take a look at our map, shall we? Alright, so on our map, we have the following. We have... Oh! I don't want to do that. I want to zoom in, thank you. Alright, so level 2, we are up here. I'm trying to remember. I think this might be where the next staircase is. It's hard to tell on this setup. In fact, oh, I remember this cave now. I remember it. So, I believe these are the stairs. So we're going to head, because you can see this is just a big old dead end. So we're going to go to the right. We're going to go down and get into this treasure room here. And then we'll hit up this treasure room. And then we'll hit what I think is the stairs. Hopefully that's the stairs. If not, who knows what's going to happen. Alright, so let's get moving. Gotta pay attention here so I actually take the right paths. These little bats in the way aren't going to help us. Ooh, some asps. We can get away from these guys. And we have... oh! We are so powerful now. Who knows who's going to run away? Is it going to be us? Is it going to be the monsters? These are good questions. You know, I had forgotten... just because it's been so long since I played, the dungeons in this game... Okay, we're going to do the top room first, because I went the wrong way, but that's okay. I always remembered these dungeons being larger than they have been. I felt like they were bigger, but they've been pretty small. That's just a random encounter. That's not the chest encounter. So we can get away from these guys. Alright, here we go. Ah, we got the coral sword. We got a cabin. And 330 gold. The coral sword, actually, let's go ahead and give that to Feln. Let's have him go and equip the coral sword. Because that's going to be the same, I think. Let's take a look here. Right now, 29 and 54 versus 28. Ah, the coral sword actually does slightly more damage. So we will keep that equipped. Alright, so now we need to go this way to get to the last treasure room. Kind of a long walk. See if we can't hit this bowl with our new coral sword. Come on. Hit him with a coral sword. Oh, it's purple, pinkish, fuchsia. It's hard for me to describe colors, apparently. Down they go. And... oh... of course the monsters get to strike first. Again, some of them are probably going to run away again. Because we are so awesome. But we'll get away from them here. I like how there are werewolves and grey wolves. Let's go ahead and get that poison all wrapped up. Let's get healed up. Do we? I don't know. We really don't need to heal. Although we do need Black Mage to be in the back, not in the front. That is Grug's spot. Stop trying to take the glory from him. Ooh, an Earth Elemental. Now, I don't believe any of the Earth Elemental encounters are random, so this has got to be another fight that we got into just because we walked through that tile on this side of the door. So I'm going to bet you we are going to have to fight him again on the way out. Which is something to keep in mind, especially if you haven't leveled enough. I mean, you saw that guy can do 70 points, 40, 50, 60, 70 points of damage in a hit. If you're not leveled up, he could easily take out your whole party. A wooden shield, really? Not bad. A bunch of gold. Like 5,000 gold I'm not going to laugh at, but we really don't need it. This wooden shield, however, we can just throw away. That is a waste of item space. Which is definitely at a premium on our characters. We'll heal up to there. Yep, we're going to have to fight him a second time. We'll go ahead and wipe this guy out and then make our way to the staircase. Sorry, I zone out every time I'm playing because of the music. Oh, it's full of nostalgia, full of memories. Can't stop talking about it. Oh, alright. Well, now that we've taken him out, I feel very grounded. Get it? Because it was an earth elemental. Grounded. The jokes are great. Alright, let's head on up here. Oh, come on, get out of the way, bat. Just move to the side or don't. Such a terrible NPC, that thing. Just getting in our way. Go ahead and get away from these dudes. Having the thief with us again makes everything so easy to get away from. We'll go ahead and kill this bowl. A single enemy like this just goes quick. It takes as much time to kill this guy as it does to try and run from him, so you might as well just go ahead and take him out. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And we're on to Earth Cave, level 3. What's aggravating? Do you see that building just to the north of us? That's where we need to go. But we're not going to be able to get there quick. It's going to take a little bit of time because we have to travel all the way around. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 treasure rooms and then our final destination. So it's going to take us a little bit of time to get going, but here we go. Shall we? And I bet you we're going to have to fight an earth elemental in every single one of these treasure rooms. I bet you. Oh! We got a tent. Worthless. Oh. Alright, we're going to run from this. One thing I always find funny on their sprite is how it looks like they have giant... It's supposed to be like blank white death eyes. But it just looks like they're wearing giant googly glasses, like big Coke bottle frame glasses, you know what I'm talking about? It's just a hilarious sprite, in my opinion. Woo! Oh, paralyzed. Luckily, Grug was able to run us away. We didn't have to just sit there and watch ourselves get beat up. Oh, these guys are red! They're still just the same thing, but they're red as opposed to the ones we saw before. Where am I going? Down this way. Almost got lost. We want to avoid getting lost. Oh, I want my mommy. Get it? I'm going to keep saying bad jokes, and I'm going to keep saying get it until somebody responds in the comments that they do get it. Earth Elemental? Yeah, one more Earth Elemental. Go ahead and take him out. And down he goes. Okay, I said that prematurely. I was apparently incorrect. I apologize. Man, I'm gonna have to get acquired a controller. I noticed on the videos for this game that the controller I have, which is a dog bone from the top loader style controller, is just very clicky. Oh, we found a heal. So far, except for the coral sword, none of these chests have been worth our time. But yeah, if you're not familiar with the dog bone style controller, the top loader that Nintendo put out, which was my favorite version of the console, I just thought it looked really sleek. Basically, you had your original NES, which most of us are familiar with. You loaded it in the front. Had a little flip-up dust cover which then you slid your game in and pushed your game down into the slot, and it read it. In the top loader, what you had instead was a machine that looked like a little like a box. That was a great description today. With a little hump in the back with a dust cover that you pushed the game down into. So the game sat vertically and you actually could see the label from the game sticking up in front of you while you were playing, which was kind of a cool design. But the other cool thing it had, the original Nintendo controllers, which you should be familiar with, they were a rectangle, and they had sharp edges. They were not the most comfortable thing in the world. Well, the top loader came with a different design controller. It was called the Dogbone controller. And what that actually had was, instead of being a rectangle, it basically, it looks like a cartoon dog bone, where it's got a thin center and then rounded edges. And it's just a very comfortable controller to hold when you're playing Nintendo Entertainment System games. It feels more like a modern controller, like a Super Nintendo controller. It's much more ergonomic and much more comfortable. I recommend, if you have the chance to get the Dogbone controller and use it instead of the standard one that came with the original NES, I would use it every time. Out of the controllers, it is my favorite one of them. I really wish they would make a version of it that you could use with something like, well, they're outdated now, like the Wii U. Instead of the classic controller, I wish that you had a chance to buy a Dogbone controller. You see this room up here? It's a trap. Don't go in there. There's nothing in there. There's no treasure chest. There's just a battle. It's a dirty trick of the game, I tell you what. Oh, this is dangerous. So, I think we'll be okay, because most of them are not getting the stun off. We've talked about this before. Well, we have so many hit points, it's not really a problem. But this is, again, that fight where if they get to go first, they could stun the whole party. And then we would end up just getting hit over and over again until we die. And it would not go well. Alright, this should be the final Earth Elemental that we have to fight in this run through the cave. Come on. Come on, Earth Elemental. There he goes. There better be something good in this chest. If it's another, like, 50 gold, I'm gonna be angry. Oh, I'm so angry. So angry. Go ahead and get healed up here. Alright. So, what we're going to do is get in another random encounter before we get to the final room of this dungeon. And we have reached the end of the dungeon where we wanted to get. Boom. That is a great vampire sprite. Oh, that looks so good. I had forgotten how amazing he looks. Look at this dude here. Let's go ahead and do this in a vampire voice. I want. All living things were born to die. No one can defeat me, the vampire. I want to suck your blood. Ah, that's my vampire voice. It's great. Notice he's not Dracula, he's just a vampire. And again, look at that sprite. That looks amazing. I love the art in this game. Alright, so we're going to have our main guys fight. We are going to have White Mage give a big smack with a hammer. And we're going to throw some fire 3 right in his face. Hit him with the Coral Sword. Fire 3 spell should do massive amounts of damage. 109. Smack him in the face. And here comes Grug with a big old hit with the Silver Sword. The vampire down. Showed him who was boss. Got a couple gold. Got some experience. And in here we have the ruby, which we needed to get past the Colossus. Now, over here you'll see there's a door. And you'll notice if we come over here, you'll notice something interesting. You'll notice we have... See how all the walls of the cave have been like that so far? See here how we have an area that's different? We have where we would have guessed there would be stairs, but there's a stone plate on the floor. You sense something evil down below. Well, we can't get through there yet. We're gonna have to return later. But first, we have a mission involving this ruby and a colossus blocking our path inside of a cave so that we can go talk to Sarda. So we're gonna do that on the next episode of Gaming with Grug. I'm gonna walk out of this cave on my own, folks. I'm gonna say thanks for watching. Please tell your friends. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, we hope to see you soon.